I'm Dustin Grimes, and I am starving to death. My wife's gone. She's at a friend's house, babysitting. So I've got to cook for myself. I got to defend for myself. So I'm going to make white trash casserole. So stay tuned and let's find out what I'm about to create. It's either going to be good or it's going to be a disaster, or I'm going to burn the apartment down. We'll find out. The first thing we need is a pan. This is a pan. Pan, stove. Pan, stove. What's going to be put in it? So the first thing I'm going to need is hot dogs. And these have a best sale date, April of 2026. It is now July the, whatever day it is. It's July. These went out in April. But we're about to die or get filled up one. My very cool brother-in-law Hunter got this cutting board for me sometime a Christmas or two ago. So we're going to try out and cut our wieners up with this. It's nice and quartzy. I'm going to chop my freaking finger off of this, so be right back. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of bacon. I know this is called white trash casserole, but my mother-in-law gave this to us, so I didn't have to pay for it. I'm not going to take the whole pack, but I am going to steal a few pieces and add it to my old decrepit wieners, and we'll see what we get. Alright, so this unprofessional video was brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero. Because it tastes almost like Dr. Pepper, and it's a lot better than a lot of the other soft drinks, zero sugar, so it's my opinion. I love Dr. Pepper. I'm addicted to it. It's like crack cocaine. But yeah, I'm an addict. Alright, so we got the bacon and the decrepit wieners in the pan, a little bit of oil, and I did realize this was maple bacon, so it's going to have a little sweet taste. I don't really like maple bacon, but I'm grateful to get whatever I get, and we're going to add a little bit of seasoning to it to try to get out some of that sweetness. So let me look for my Tony Chachere's. We've got a tiny apartment and a tiny kitchen, so our seasoning go on the same rack as our pencils. Alright, Tony Chachere's, can't go wrong with Tony Chachere's. So you put this crap on everything. We're gonna sprinkle it on there. Brand new can too, so I think. Well, no, it ain't. I guess we've used it. We use Tony Chachere's on everything, so that's gonna run my blood pressure up. My Aunt Linda's gonna be pissed. So, but there it is. Alright, we're gonna let that sizzle a little bit, let that bacon cook. We're gonna put it on slow because the bacon's raw, and of course, you know, they don't take hot dogs long, but the bacon's still raw. Let that cook a little while, let the bacon get good and crispy, then we'll go from there. We'll see how the white trash casserole turns out in just a second. Alright, well that's slowly starting to simmer there. I forgot my Aunt Linda gave us a pack of celery. I know it probably doesn't sound good with decrepit wieners and maple flavored bacon, but I'm gonna use pretty much everything I got in my fridge and my pantry in there. You know, it is late at 10 o'clock at night. I don't feel like going to the store, man. I really ain't got no money. So we're gonna chop this celery up. I don't know if I've ever had baked celery. I guess you can cook celery. I mean, you cook celery in soup, so. And I'm a complete idiot too, by the way. I don't know how to cook. My wife does most of the cooking, and she's a fantastic cook. She's the reason that I'm still 350 pounds. I'm gonna die of a heart attack, but I am the happiest man on earth. Never been this happy in my life, so. But I'm about to chop this celery up and then get it ready, throw it in our pan that we're gonna do in a little while. And we're either gonna be happy or we're gonna die of salmonella poisoning. Alright, so I've never cooked the celery in a pan before, but I went ahead and chopped it all up and put it in with my decrepit wieners and my bacon. So It's on kind of low, so let that bacon cook and make sure it's done and not completely raw. Like I said, we may die of salmonella, but we want to take out all the chances. So let that cook for a little while and we'll keep going. All right, so while that's slowly simmering there, I thought I'd sit down back in the bedroom and kind of just talk, have a emotional corner, I guess you would say. Recording myself doing this just kind of makes me reminiscent of some of my days in high school where I would film myself and film my grandparents and put it all over YouTube. You know, Hillbilly Hound Dog, the Grimes Times. Just kind of makes me remember my pa, you know. He was my best friend in life, and he pretty much raised me, made me who I am. He gave his shirt off his back for me. He got me everything I ever wanted. And I'm thankful. As an adult, I think about him a lot. Well, what would Paul do? And sometimes I need him. Sometimes I need my papa, Larry Grimes, too. Sometimes I was like, well, I wish Papa was still alive. And I know a lot of times, even as a 30-year-old man, I don't know how to do everything. I was too busy playing games or with a camera in my hand or a keyboard in front of me on the computer playing games, so I didn't really soak in a lot of that, you know, manly stuff that you're supposed to soak in. I know how to change a tire and put a battery on and change my oil, but there's a lot of other things that at the time I didn't pay much attention to that maybe I wish I would have. But yeah, doing these videos is I'm kind of just rambling on here, so it's kind of random. Just doing these videos just kind of makes me remember my pa, and I want to take this moment to, I know that both of them are probably, they're in heaven and may or may not get to hear this, but it's just a thank you to both my pa, Ernest Wilson, and my papa, Larry Grimes. And I want to thank somebody else who's still alive, who still comes to the rescue today, and that's my Uncle Tommy Jarnigan and my Aunt Linda. They're there in a second, no matter what. I could be in jail probably. I probably could have killed my neighbor's dog or something. They would come bail me out. So I'm not going to kill my neighbor's dog. I love dogs and I love my neighbor. Well, I ain't really got no neighbors except for people in front of me and above them. So, but anyway, hey, I want to take this moment to thank both my grandpas. They taught me what I do know, and they did everything in the world for me. They gave the shirts off the back. They was always there for me. So thank you to my pa, Ernest Wilson, which you saw in all those videos when I was a kid, and my other papa, Larry Grimes. Thank you both. I love you, and I miss you. Alright, so that has been cooking for a little while, and it's starting to stick to the pan. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes, and I'm going to throw it in their casserole dish, pan, whatever you want to call it, and add some more ingredients, and then throw her in the bad boy oven. She looks good. Don't know if she'll taste good, but she looks dang good. Alright, here's the pan I'm going to use, casserole dish, whatever you want to call it. My wife's probably going to kill me when she finds out I use this, but you know what? I'm hungry. Alright, so we're going to dump this in here. I'll be right back. And we got it in our little casserole dish, and I dumped the grease and all because we're fat and we like grease. Alright, so I'm going to add some more toppings and we'll throw in the oven. Alright, so what we're going to add some mozzarella shredded cheese. It ain't got too much, so I'm going to go ahead and empty it out and dump it in my pan. We got some good old Clover Valley Mexican style 4-cheese blend there. Gonna throw it in there. We got a couple of random slices of pepper jack cheese we're just gonna throw in there. I'm probably gonna use 2. I don't know if I'll do all 3, but we're gonna throw in some Great Value mild banana pepper rings. Yeah, this my colon, you might as well kiss it goodbye. But we're gonna throw this all in there and throw it in the oven for a little while. I have no idea how long to cook it. Like I said, may burn the apartment down. We'll find out soon. Alright, so I got the cheese and the banana peppers added in there. I only added 1 slice of pepper jack because I want to be able to use the bathroom if I need to tonight, and I don't want to die like Elvis Presley. Alright, so we'll mix all that up. Probably gonna add some kind of sauce to it, so we'll find out. Alright, so we're gonna add 2 different kinds of sauces. Great Value Creamy Jalapeno Sauce, and from Kroger, Smoked Serrano Street Taco Sauce. Ready for some real flavor? This is hot, and this claims it's medium, so we'll see. Like I said, goodbye cola. First thing we're gonna do, if I can do this one-handed, is add the Great Value Creamy Jalapeno Sauce. Great for tacos, bowls, burritos, and more. Mustard, mustard, oh how I love. This ain't mustard, but how do I open this damn thing? Here we go. Alrighty. Oh crap. Spilt my sauce. This is gonna be harder than heck. This is gonna be harder than Riley Green here. I'm a straight man, but Riley Green is one sexy son of a gun. Alright. Yep, that looks disgusting. Yep, diarrhea in a pan, y'all. Alright, we're gonna mix that up and throw in the oven. Alright, so I said I added too much cheese already, and I won't add any more pepper jack, but I found some Pancho's queso in the fridge, and this stuff's really good. Again, I know this is the most expensive queso you can buy in the store, but my mother-in-law bought this for us. We had a taco night like a week ago. Got to bring this home. So we're gonna pour this in there, and then finally when it gets some preheating, we're gonna throw it in the oven. We're not gonna throw it in the oven for long, just long enough for some of that cheese to melt. So here we go. Alright, so I went ahead and get the queso mix in there, and I ain't got the patience for that to get done preheating, so we'll throw in the oven for a few seconds, few minutes, and just keep an eye on it and make sure that cheese is melted. So, throw this bad boy in the oven. As you can tell, it is not done preheating. My eyebrows are burnt off. My nose is in the floor, but we're going to throw this in there. I should have added some kind of potatoes or something, but maybe we'll do something with that next video. Alright, so we're going to let that cook for a little while, and be back in a minute. Alright, so while that's cooking, thought we'd have a second emotional corner, a little chit chat, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I got a 10-year-old daughter now. She'll be in the 4th grade this year. Man, I'm a 30-year-old man now. I got a little gray spot in my beard. You probably can't tell from my 4 chins, but I do have a little white patch. Got a 10-year-old daughter, fixing her to the 4th grade. I'm proud of her. She's a good kid, very sweet kid, very beautiful little girl. Some of you seen pictures, some of you seen her in person. I plan on keep doing these videos because it just, I don't know, I love doing them, and it kind of gets me distracted from the crazy work life that I have at Lowe's as a paint department supervisor. Kind of get your mind set on that too much, and you forget about all the fun things in life. And I don't know, I love my job, but sometimes I get too focused in that and not enough in other things, but this distracts me from that. But yeah, my beautiful 10-year-old little girl named Kinley, she's one of my reasons for living and my main purpose. She's, like I said, she's a beautiful little girl. She's a great kid. She told me the other day that she wanted to get saved. She wanted to get baptized. That was the oven just going off. But yeah, she told me she wanted to get saved. She wanted to get baptized, and I wanted to make sure she understood the true meaning of why she's getting baptized, why she's getting saved. So we went through all that and the whole message and stuff. But yeah, she's still stuck on getting saved. She's talking about she wants to give her life to Jesus and give it to God, and makes me proud, makes me happy. She's gonna be getting baptized here pretty soon at her mom's church, her mom and her stepdad's church. I'm real proud of that. I'm going to be there regardless. I'm either going to call out of work or call in late no matter what. I don't care if it's whose church it is or who's all gonna be there, but there's some of those moments you can't miss out on, and I'm proud of her. So I want to take this moment to say that if she gets to watch it, Kinley Brooke, I love you. I'm proud of you, and I don't want to get old, but I guess the special part about getting old is I get to watch you grow up and see what kind of beautiful little girl, what kind of dreams you're going to chase, and see what you're going to become, and I'm looking forward to it. She got a birthday coming up here in July 21st. She'll be 10. I'm proud of her. Kinley, I love you, and I'll never stop loving you. All right, so I let her sit in the oven for a little while. The cheese is melted. Add a little bit of pico. I don't know if it's a lot of pico. Like I said, this is going to burst my colon, and I'm probably going to die, but maybe it'll be good. I'm going to sit down on my couch, and we'll take it back here in a second. All right, so I'm a poor man. I don't have a tripod or anything, but here is this beautiful dish I just made. This is going to be the taste test. The final part of this video. We'll see how this is. Mix it up just a little bit. I don't know if the celery will be soft enough because I don't have any celery. All right, here's a big old bite. You know what? That's pretty dang good. Make this if you want. This is just random stuff that is in my fridge, in my pantry. Mostly the fridge. But it's actually really good. So yeah, when you're tight on money and you got just a bunch of random stuff in your fridge and your pantry, throw it together like I did. See what you get. This turned out really good, actually. Now, I don't know what the aftermath's going to be. Probably in that bathroom in there. But going down, it's really good. I plan on doing more of these videos. I just burped. So, like I said, I plan on doing more of these videos. So, keep checking in. Stay posted. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, there goes the acid reflux already. I'm choking. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you're watching on Facebook, give me a thumbs up, some kind of reaction, share it. Until next time, I love you guys.